Don't talk with no. Plus I duck undercover. Gotta stay on this mission. Got a vision that's endless. They told me don't be a menace. They gon' serve me a sentence. But now I'm up in the Guinness. The illest that did it. Get the cream look. And I'm shining. Don't got time for the gimmicks. I'm it. Squad. 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 I'm it. Squad.
Welcome back to Hard Rock Stadium here in Miami. We're in quarter number 2, and it's the Chiefs who are in possession of the football. And this offense on third down today, they've been near perfect. 4 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and goal. From the gun, here's Smith. This is caught by him. For a Chiefs touchdown. Tyreek Hill from 8 yards out. And the Chiefs are an extra point away from tying up this football game. But what a quick turnaround there. They get the football. Next play, boom, touchdown.
I've been in a situation before where a turnover occurs, and if you're over on the bench with your defensive mate, and you talk about what to do on your next series, and all of a sudden you hear sudden change, you've got to get out on the field and defend right away. Not everyone is prepared to go.
Is that what is yelled on the sidelines a lot of times?
That, among other things.
Maybe some words we can't share here.
Yeah, we'll just keep this one PG.
FCC violation.
No doubt.
This is fielded a couple yards deep. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line. Flag comes in. This might be a free play. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. And that one was relatively easy to see. I noticed that from up here.
Yeah, it doesn't take a whole lot, does it? Sometimes you get multiples. What I always love on these offsides is when each side points at the other. Hey, you did it. No, you did it. They deciphered that one correctly.
Tannehill now to give to Ajayi. Ajayi hit. He lost the football. And it's picked up by the Chiefs. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. And a great spot to start this drive from here. They'll run now with Ware. And he'll work his way inside the 30 now to the 28. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on second and short.
Getting had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. They run again with Ware. And heavy contact. He is knocked down hard at the 28. No gain on the play, and now they're faced with a 3rd and 1. And a couple of big boys up front defensively, and in that 4-3, those D tackles so vital.
Extremely vital. I love how you described that, because if they control things up front, often it's over the guard. Sometimes they slide and make it over the center. It's really hard to get a play started then, because a lot of teams want to start inside out running the football. But against a good 4-3, you may not find any space. And on that play, there was 0 space, no gain.
On the run, it's Ware. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
Looks like they're establishing a pretty good pattern here, because they've been very heavy in the running game on the last 4 plays.
Yeah, you took the words right out of my mouth. So far, 4 plays in this drive, all 4 on the ground. They'll try the air now with Smith. This is caught. And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. Tyreek Hill with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Chiefs are in for 6. Now he's having a nice little first. Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. Pushing his way through. And this is going to be caught. And how about that? Even after snapping it from back there, they still convert for the 2 points. Santos out now. He'll kick it away. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. Now a play fake here on 1st down. And he's taken down. A Chiefs sack. Chris Jones. He's the one that got to him. He takes him down for a loss of 9.
Sometimes I watch games and wonder why they use play fakes on certain passing situations, because it's not going to fool anyone. I don't know if that was the case here, but the end result was the same. No one fooled. The quarterback was hit.
It's complete to Parker, left side. And they'll bring him down here up at about the 22-yard line. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down. Third and long. It's Tannehill. He's going to wind up and air it out. And he can't hang on to it. Nearly picked. He's known for his hands defensively. But instead it just brings up 4th down. Well, they've had a pretty frustrating first half here offensively, and that just continued there with that incompletion.
Yeah, definitely frustrating for them, but heartening for the other guys. Those stop troops, they're enjoying things right now because they've made it very difficult for them throughout the half.
This is taken at about the 14. Hill shedding the tackle. Oh, he slipped right by him. A tremendous return there, 39 yards. So now here are the Chiefs as their offense makes their way back out onto the field. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown.
Got a man, it's caught at the 6-yard line. It's a big play there for the Chiefs. 42 yards. A great job pulling that one in from a guy, as we know, who can really blaze. He's got a lot of speed.
And that speed can work for him so many different ways. Sometimes he just takes off and goes and just runs past people. Sometimes you get people to back off so far.
And he's going to bowl his way into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Spencer Ware, a 5-yard touchdown run. And the Chiefs are able to grow their lead. Second effort there, he was determined to find pay dirt, and he did.
I think that's a great example of what coaches talk about, a back that runs behind his pads, and he uses pads to get him into the end zone.
And he will get in. end zone again, and he seems to have a nose for it as he gets both the touchdown and the two-point conversion. Santos out now. He'll kick it away. Jakeem Grant now to return. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. The Dolphins offense now heads back on the field. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency.
Looking for Landry, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the safety here, Ron Parker. And the return stops just a little bit shy of midfield at the 48-yard line.
Partner, when you're playing cover two, this is like a tag team for the safeties. Each of them gets a half-field responsibility. Their job, stay as deep as the deepest receiver in any zone, read the football, and go make a play. In this case, the free safety made the best play, an interception.
Room to run inside the 40. Give him 13 yards there and a Kansas City first down.
How many times do we say in this game that speed kills, and it does it in so many different ways? In this case, you got a back who's quick and shifty, can make moves, make people miss, but also gets to and through a hole before it can close down. That's some of the benefits of that speed, not just outrunning people in the secondary. That led to a really nice game.
A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down. To throw on second down is Smith. He sets to fire deep. And that one was nearly picked. Not sure he was accounting for the free safety. That brings up third down. Well, he's been the guy already over 100 yards here in the first half. Could have had a lot more if he would have been able to haul that one in.
Yeah, in fact, our statistician Marvin was already handing me a piece of paper with that yardage totaled on it. He thought that catch was going to happen just as you and I did as well.
Incomplete. Both players were there offensively and defensively, but it falls incomplete.
You're down 2 touchdowns. You just know defensively you absolutely have to come up with a big play. That nearly was one right there.
Looked over at the sideline immediately after the drop and just saw the dejection. They felt it. They thought he had it. Unfortunately, couldn't come up with it. And that is caught one-handed. Oh, my, he pulled it in. The decision to go for it pays off, and now they're set up first and goal. Well, it's one thing to grab it with one hand, but when you make a catch of that distance, quite another.
Yes, sir. I mean, that one right there, we keep talking about the high-flying antics that we're seeing from receivers nowadays. Doesn't matter what spot they start in. But when it actually does happen in the heat of battle, it brings me right out of my seat.
It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
Every year I go to the combine and marvel at the speeds that linebackers are running nowadays. They run like DBs. And let's face it, they know how to finish plays too. Eyes up, head up, run right through them.
On the ground, this is Ware. And he's going to bull his way into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Spencer Ware with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Chiefs add on to their lead. And always a good first half when you can hit pay dirt twice.
And it never hurts to have that good feeling as the game moves on. Just think about half.
Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. They've got this big lead. They said, forget one. We want 2. Instead, they got 0.
Unbelievable they didn't even attempt it from the 15-yard line. What are they thinking? I do know this. When you fake one in this situation with that type of a lead, especially from the 15-yard line, oh, boy. I tell you what, meeting them again somewhere down the line, they'll remember this. Yeah, they'll think that they were trying to clown them a little bit.
Here comes Ryan Tannehill now leading his offense back out there. And how does he rally the troops, so to speak? He's played well, but they're down big on the scoreboard. How does he get his guys going?
To make sure they understand it's not a me game, it's a team game. Everyone has to come together. Everyone has to up the level of play a little bit, including himself. Okay, we got 4. We got 4. Let's go, brother. We got 4 down. Let's go. Yep. 28. 53. Come on.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And a big hit at the end of that one. He's knocked down hard, right around the 26. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play. And that'll lead here to a 3rd down. I'm no offensive mastermind, but of all the guys on the field to block, you might want to stop him.
Look, I've got a very simple rule. An unblocked defender is usually your best defender, and he ended up making the play there. Well, nearly another interception there. That would have been 2 drives in a row with a pick. He's got to start taking care of the ball way better than what we're seeing.
Interestingly, that throw was probably worse than the one he threw the interception on last drive, but fell incomplete. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. It's taken to the 26. Great blocking, nearly sprung him there. 28-yard return. And the Chiefs will have excellent field position here as they take over. Here's the Kansas City offense now as they get set to take over. They run it here. Where? They'll get only a couple down to the 44.
Well, he's looking for some running room, and there wasn't a whole lot of it there on that play. I think he was lucky to get a couple of yards out of it. Because those defenders, they were rallying to the football pretty quickly.
They'll run it now out of the gun. Looking to find a lane, but he can't. Reined in at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down. And now the clock will stop as he's able to get up and spike it here. This offense converted once on 4th down earlier. Now they're out there again to try once more. They snap it to Smith. And going deep for Hill. This is caught by Hill for a Chiefs touchdown. Tyreek Hill on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Chiefs are able to grow their lead. Wow, talk about a big 4th down conversion for the score. Defensively, how do you let that happen?
I think you start with the offense, and you give them credit for going for and having that type of, well, let's face it, audacity. But defensively, I think you're right on target, partner. There's no way something like that's supposed to happen in that situation. You're supposed to be able to shut that down and get the ball back for your own team. Instead, they give up not just a big play, but a touchdown.
Santos out now. He'll kick it away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Dolphins offense now ready to go back out onto the field. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area. Well, he appears well on his way to another big game. You remember 2016, partner. He became just the 4th player in NFL history to have 3 200-yard rushing games in a season.
2 of them were back-to-back. Steelers in Week 6, Bills in Week 7. That's going to set them back 5 yards. 1st and 15 here behind the chains. And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here. And with that, they're now out of timeouts. There's still plenty of time remaining here in this 2nd quarter. They run again with Ajayi. And takes this one across the 35 to the 36, a gain of about 4.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice gain like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. Give him 6 on the play, and it'll be 3rd down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
And he's got the first down yardage before being taken down at midfield. Tannehill to Landry, good for a Dolphin first down.
A little football 101 there. You just see the receiver try to run down the defender, meaning he goes right at him and really trying to move him a little bit towards the center of the field so he can put his foot in the ground and break to the out, to the sideline, and make a catch.
And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line.
Well, forget about finding a lane there. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. Probably fortunate he was able to hold on to the football.
2 minutes to go here in the first half. We remind you that coming up at halftime, Larry Ridley will have the highlights and analysis of this first half from our studios in Orlando.
And I have a feeling those highlights will be pretty one-sided, too.
Yeah, I think you're right, partner. And he's brought down. Tannehill with a hook up to Parker for the Dolphin first.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards it.
And he loses the football a second time, and it's picked up by the Chiefs. And they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line. So the defense there, opportunistic. Out now the Chiefs offensive unit ready to do battle again. Following the fumble recovery, Smith dumps that off to Ware. 5 yards on the pickup, and it'll be a second down.
Now that's the type of play that gives you a chance to win. Nothing forced downfield where you don't have a guy open. Swing it out to the back, on maybe even check it down, whatever you want to call it. Gain of 5. You're just trying to get 4 on first down. They're ahead of the chains now.
Here's Smith. Complete to Gavin Escobar, the tight end. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Give him 13 yards there and a Kansas City first down. And now with that completion, he's north of 200 yards here in the first half.
And he's going to break our statistician, Marvin, isn't he? Because Marvin right now is just tallying it up. Hope his hand doesn't hurt too much doing this or keeps hitting the calculator. But my goodness, what a start he is off to. By the end of this game, he could have monster numbers. He just wants to continue to be accurate.
This secondary has been roasted in this first half, but they get a measure of revenge there. Nice play on the deep ball.
Yeah, they're going to need a few more plays like that in order to get their confidence fully back. But that's one step in the proper direction.
8 yards on the completion, but now they face third down.
And that's why defensive coaches preach swarming to the football. It's usually going to take more than one guy to get that big man down.
And it did right there. Multiple broken tackles, but they eventually get him down. Smith. And this is going to be incomplete.
Perhaps they overthought this one a little bit. They've been running it real well on this drive, and it was 3rd and short, okay? They decided to throw the football incomplete. Yeah, they might have thought just a little bit too hard about that play selection.
On 4th down on is Dustin Colquitt to kick this away. They'll set up a throw. And that is going to be incomplete.
Can we go back to the days where if you tapped your wrist as a quarterback, that just meant you're going to spike the ball, not fake spike it and try and get something downfield? They just tried it there, and it wasn't successful, but I know what you're thinking, right?
Dan Marino, Jets, 90s.
Yeah, without a doubt. His Dolphins got over on them. They faked the spike play, thought they were going to stop the clock, end up throwing it.
Timeouts as as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half. On 1st and 10, Tannehill. Throw left side complete. That's Parker. The Dolphin passing game rolling here. They've got another first down.
Timing is everything, and they work on this cut all the time. They work on all the timing patterns, and this time it paid off for them. Worked him to the center of the field, cut it to the outside, ball's delivered, gets both feet down for the completion.
Tannehill, and Thomas has it. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense, as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. Throwing again is Tannehill. And throw right side complete to Parker. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense, as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. Now a first down throw, Tannehill. And this one caught along the sideline, but they say already out of bounds. And the throw didn't give him a chance to turn it upfield, and that brings up second down.
Well, one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown him a lot of different looks here in the first half. They've come after him. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. It'll be a gain of 8 yards, and they're going to have a third down. So we've reached halftime with the visiting Chiefs on top. As we check in with Larry Ridley in Orlando, he's standing by with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Larry?
Thanks, Brandon. I'm Larry Ridley, and welcome to our EA Halftime Report. The Dolphins have really struggled out of the gate here. The Chiefs have done a good job taking control of this game, and the scoreboard shows as much. So that's it for us at the EA Sports Studio. We'll go back now to Miami for the start of the second half.
All right, Larry, indeed a one-sided affair to this point as we get set for half 2. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. Tyreek Hill making his way back out towards the huddle. And now he's inching closer to a 200-yard game. He's been so solid.
And he's really denting the pride of the guys playing defense, too, because there's certain barriers that you just don't want to give up. You never want to give up a 100-yard rusher, a 100-yard receiver. He's closing in on 200 yards. Wow, that's a really big game.
3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Third quarter, and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out. But a running game can really benefit your team right now.
Now a handoff working right. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it's going to make it third down at 6.
You know how we get focused at end of the half and into the game situations about how much time's on the board and, you know, what you need to do? Sometimes you don't even have to worry about that. That's just smart football. You know, that kind of a lead, staying in bounds, it burns clock, even in a situation that we're not really focused on it.
Going for the deep ball. And he can't quite pick it. No interception so far. That probably should have been their first, but at least it's fourth down.
I guess they figure with a guy who is that hot downfield, who knows how to get the ball into the end zone, you throw it up and give him every opportunity, even though that one fell incomplete.
Yeah, he's already been in the end zone multiple times. Tried to target him again deep there, but unsuccessful. He's going to go deep for Conley. And this is, oh my goodness, he pulled it in one-handed. It's a big play there for the Chiefs. 34 yards.
And there's another one of those incredible highlight reel catches. One-handed, deep downfield, another big completion. I know this, partner. As a defender, I don't know how you avoid watching what they do. It's everywhere. All the highlight shows, watching it on Madden, trying not to get intimidated before you go out and have to play against these guys and try and stop them.
So that'll back him up 5.
Still first down. Delay of game, offense.
And that'll set him back 5.
Still first down. Delay of game, offense.
And that'll be accepted, of course, and that moves him back 5.
Still first down. Delay of game, offense.
So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards.
Still first down. Delay of game, offense.
So that one will be accepted.
Still first down.
Throwing is Smith. He's going to loft one deep left side here. He's got it at the 15. And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Tyreek Hill, 65 yards. And the Chiefs have got it on cruise control.
You have fun with this one, partner?
I am. I mean, he's been fun to watch under center.
We always talk about, getting to the next level, right? When we see people get into the zone, This guy's in the master class right now. What a performance he's putting on, just carving them up.
4 touchdown passes. Carving him up is right. Seems like everything he throws is going to be a completion and going in the end zone. Santos out now. He'll kick it away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23.